Hello, everybody. It's September 14th, 2025. It is Joe and Randy. And if you can see from our background, Randy decided that she wanted to do a kind of a which album is better between Ozzy, Blizzard of Oz, and Motley Crue Shout at the Devil. Now, I know in the past when we did this on the old channel, we'd rank the albums and then average them up and see which one had more points and whatnot. But this is kind of, I figured we kind of just do this more of a discussion factor and see which one we liked the best. Randy actually brought up the CDs, not the albums. That's okay. So we got Blizzard of Oz right here, and then we do have the albums downstairs, but we have the two.
Yeah. I was gonna do a Kiss, Smashes, Thrashes, and Hits, and I didn't know if that was on an album or not. And so
Yeah, we
I
actually
did the
we
CD. Well, I didn't know that I couldn't find it because the writing is so small.
on the albums.
Yeah, and I was gonna do Smashes, Thrashes, and Hit against Shout at the Devil, but I didn't think it would be fair because it's a greatest hits against an actual album, and
Yeah.
all of the songs I know and are on that album.
Yeah, I agree with you. I don't like some people do that. I don't really like putting greatest hits albums or live albums against studio albums either. So, all right. Do you know which one of these two you like better? Which one?
I don't know.
Okay, well, let's talk about some tracks here then. I do. I know easily. I actually think this is the best album of all time. I think Diary of Mammoth is right behind it, but I absolutely think that this is the absolute perfect album by the absolute perfect band of all time. I've said that. It's not just because Ozzy died. I've said that for decades now.
You guys should know this if you've watched the video of his ranking of all those albums.
That's true. That is true. All right, go for it. Which? So, if you were to take a look at Blizzard of Oz, what songs stick out at you?
Crazy Trains, Mr. Crowley, Suicide Solution, and I don't know.
Okay. Yeah, baby, getting over a little cold here. All right, what about that one? What about Shout the Devil?
Shout at the Devil, Looks Like Kill, Bastard, Helter Skelter, Red Hot, Too Young to Fall in Love, Knock 'em Dead Kid, and 10 Seconds to Love.
Okay, so then which album do you think you like better?
The Shout at the Devil one.
Yeah, you and your sister will listen to this one and Too Fast for Love over and over and over. So, is it just a fact that you think that there are more better songs on this one than on Blizzard of Oz? Where would you put this one in the ranking of Ozzy albums? From what you know, I know there's albums like Down to Earth and Black Rain that I'm sure you don't really know anything about.
We're gonna do that one, and then we're gonna do the Diary of the Mermaid and Bark at the Moon, because those are the only ones that mainly know.
Really, you don't know Ultimate Sin?
I do, but I don't listen to them.
Okay, all right. Yeah, these are two perfect albums. I mean, this is by far Motley Crue's best album, and it is an absolute perfect album. I've said this. The only song that I don't like off this album is the Helter Skelter, the cover. I don't like the Beatles. Never did like the Beatles. I think this version of Helter Skelter is better than the Beatles, but I mean, there's the only song, and it's not going to be a big shock. Every song, if you went toe to toe, and it doesn't have to be in order. For me, Blizzard of Oz every song on Blizzard of Oz, with the exception of two, would beat everything off Shout at the Devil. Now,
What are the two?
So D, because it's an instrumental. So obviously, if you get a classic song like Red Hot or Shout at the Devil, yeah, I'm going to put those above D. And
yeah, and D is also a not even a minute song.
It's
50
only
seconds.
Yeah, I mean it's a beautiful song for Randy Rhoads wrote to his mother because his mother's name was Dolores, so it's shortened for D. The other one is again not shock No Bone Movies, which I still think is a perfect song, but yeah, I mean some of these if we were to put Red Hot up against No Bone Movies, Red Hot would beat it. Shout at the Devil would beat it. Yeah, Bastards would probably beat it too. I don't know if there'd be anything else that would beat No Bone Movies. It's a fun song. It's a great song.
Not even too young to fall in love.
No, I don't know. I'd rather take. I think No Bone Movies is better than Too Young to Fall in Love. Oh, baby girl. What okay? What's your favorite song off each one?
I think for the Ozzy Osbourne one, probably Crazy Train.
Okay.
Either Crazy Train or Mr. Crowley.
Okay.
And then this one's hard. Probably there's 3 options. Too Young to Fall in Love, Shout at the Devil, or 10 Seconds to Love.
Okay. I mean, again, all great, absolutely great songs. So if you were to put, you said Shout at the Devil, 10 Seconds to Love, and what was the other one?
Too Young to Fall in Love.
So, all right, let's put the singles. What would you do if you had Too Young to Fall in Love against Crazy Train? Which one would win?
Probably.
Talk a little louder.
Probably. This is.
It is hard.
Too Young to Fall.
Okay. Too Young to Fall in Love over Crazy Train? Okay. I mean, I would definitely pick Crazy Train. The Too Young to Fall in Love is an awesome song. I mean, I remember when I was young, when I first got this album, that was one of the songs I would listen to over and over and over. For me, I mean, I know it's overplayed and whatnot, but Crazy Train is the best song off Blizzard of Oz. The other songs, Mr. Crowley, Suicide Solution, are phenomenal. And for me, Shout at the Devil is the best song off this album, but Crazy Train absolutely beats it. Now, what do you think without the instrumentals? So take D out of there, take In the Beginning, God Bless the Children of the Beast. What's your least favorite? And don't put in Helter Skelter. What's your least favorite song off that album?
Probably Danger, because I never listened to it.
Yeah, you were kind of, when we listened to snippets of this, you were kind of like, eh. Okay. And what about off this one?
Probably, I think, Goodbye to Romance or Revelation Mother Earth. Those two, especially Goodbye to Romance, it's just so depressing and dark.
Okay, so yeah, you like the faster songs. So let's say if we put Danger against Goodbye to Romance, which one do you think you like the best? Better.
Goodbye to Romance.
Okay.
Because I've heard of it more and I listened to it.
And Danger's one you just stop the album when it gets to that point, right? Because it's the last song off the album.
I don't think I've ever... Yeah, probably, because I don't think I've ever listened to it.
Yeah, you must have. You must just stop it. And I would say, again, I mean, it's which piece of gold do I like the best? No Bone Movies versus... Yeah, I may be with you on this one with Danger. And again, 2 unbelievably great songs, and I'll give it to No Bone Movies. But yeah, I mean, Danger. And again, there's a lot of... The other thing, too, about this album, there's a lot of songs, like that song You're Sick of, Saint and Sinner. That could have been on here. Black Widow. A lot of other songs could have been on that album. But, it is what it is. So, this is your favorite of the 2?
Yeah.
Shout the Devil. This one is absolutely my favorite of the two. This would have been a phenomenal tour. But we did get to see Ozzy did do Bark at the Moon with.
I think maybe like if Ozzy was still alive, and for like the Blizzard of Oz tour, or like the Shout at the Devil tour for Motley Crue, it should have been like Ozzy could like open for Motley Crue, or Motley Crue could open for Ozzy for each of those tours.
So like if they
For like part of some of these songs and some of their other songs, or some of his songs and that song too.
So like you're saying, if Ozzy was still alive, they could do like a tour now,
Yeah.
and if he was able to, and they focus mostly on these two albums.
Yeah.
That would be a great idea, and they would switch off who opens.
Yeah.
It would be a great idea. Who do you think would have a big problem with that,
Sharon.
though? Oh,
Or
yeah.
like they could do like
Oh, yeah.
or
Ozzy! Ozzy!
quiet. Or they could also do like Motley Crue and Ozzy Osbourne could perform like some of Motley Crue's songs together and Ozzy songs together. 'Cause like I've also seen like this isn't about like Ozzy Osbourne or Motley Crue, but I've seen like different movies and like especially like one song and another song from like two Disney movies kind of like, and they would do like start of like one of their songs, and then because they had the same like beat and stuff and they sounded like each other, they would do like them together because they were so like similar.
And I will tell you that, oh, baby girl, these guys would most likely be up for it. And if we go with Ozzy's last touring band, they would be up for it. Ozzy would probably do it in a second. There's somebody, though, that would probably have some sort of issue with it. Who do you think that would be?
Sharon?
Yeah, Sharon. I'm sure there would be some kind of copyright thing where if Nikki Sixx got, a fraction of a cent more than Sharon did, there's no way they'd be able to do that, because of course if they did that live, they'd be selling the live albums and the Blu-rays and all that, and Sharon would, Ozzy, I'm not making enough money, Ozzy, I'm not making enough money, oh God, Ozzy. That would be fun. I think that would be, and God knows Ozzy would have done it. And these guys, the guys in Motley Crue would have done it too. But there's always one piece of the puzzle when it comes to Ozzy that probably would stop something like that. So, yeah, I mean, again, this is. I think when we do these, we'll just kind of talk about the albums and give our opinions and whatnot, instead of being so set in stone of this, this song got a 4 and this song got a, so the average of the albums. They're two great albums. I mean, as far as, Randy, I guess, turns this one off when you get to Danger. But, it's fine. It's fine. I think it's the weakest track off the album, too. But both these albums, for me, listen to all the way through, I think they are absolutely classic, perfect albums. Definitely, if you're watching this channel, I'm assuming you've listened to these two albums. But if not, go ahead and do that right now. Anything you want to tell them before we leave?
No.
All right, we'll do the like, subscribe, and the running joke. Madison will get our X and our Instagram going any day now. It's been, 6 months? She's supposed to have been doing that? Yeah. Teenage kids. All right, bye. Thanks for watching.